Deputy President David Mabuza is in Bloemfontein to meet with leaders of Military Veterans Association. He's expected to address their call to be compensated for their role in the struggle against apartheid. Mabuza is at the Bloemfontein Air Force Base in his capacity as chairperson of the Presidential Task Team on Military Veterans. Reporter Lindokuhle Xulu is there and joins us now. Good morning, Lindokuhle. Has the Deputy President in fact arrived? A very sticky situation. He was one man that was not necessarily welcomed insofar as those matters are concerned. What are we expecting today?
Well, today we are expecting the Deputy President with the members of the task team set aside to actually deal with some of the issues facing military veterans, including socio-economic issues. He is here. He has arrived. You can hear the hissing of that jet just behind me. He did arrive from that jet, and he is now in a holding room where I believe he's getting a briefing in terms of some of the things to expect and really just discussing some of the points in terms of moving forward with some of the dealing with issues of military veterans. We know that for some time military veterans have said that they want to be appreciated. The Umkhonto cadets say that they've carried the country in terms of its military plight when it came to fighting a system, an oppressive system of apartheid. And so right now they are calling for government to compensate them for that. So that is what is going to happen today. He is in that holding room. But I can also tell you that earlier on we witnessed a number of these veterans just being bused to this particular air base. I can tell you that they were bused with about 3 buses. They are here. They with expectations in terms of hearing some of the solutions as well as just giving input in terms of a report back of whether these issues are being sorted or not. But at the back of everyone's mind, I can tell you, is also that incident that took place in Centurion where we saw some of the government officials from this task team being held hostage when it came to a meeting. So we do understand that the Deputy President is here to sort out some of those things. I just want to bring in now the MEC for Police, Roads and Infrastructure in the province of Free State, just to give us an outline in terms of what will be happening. Tate William Bulwane, thank you so much for this Katsako. Perhaps just give us a sense what is expected today. What are we going to be seeing as far as this program is concerned?
Thank you very much, and your viewers. What is expected today is for the Deputy President to interact with the military veterans and get what is the National Department of Military Veterans has been doing to their plight, and then in conjunction with what the province has also been doing, so that we merge the two and then we understand really what's really happening. So the Deputy President is coming here for an interaction and then also getting the reports from both the military veterans department, including the provincial government department, Premier's office, the departments in the provincial government, in terms of ensuring that the plight of the veteran is being taken care of, or they have been taken care of. So the Deputy President has been visiting a number of provinces today here in the Free State just to deal with that particular, so that when he compiles his report, when he does his work, he knows exactly from province by province. But I just want to say that this mandate is a national mandate, but we have to work together as government, because we are one government.
Someone who would not necessarily be privy to the contents of what exactly these military veterans are demanding, talk to us about some of those issues that are being ironed out even at that holding room, in terms of what is it actually that is in the heart of these burning issues for military veterans. People would have read about monies running into the millions in terms of compensation, but they would have also read about the fact that they will also want assistance when it comes to socio-economic issues as well as education for their children. So those are some of the things we've heard, but what are some of the things that we're expecting to be discussed here that are at the center of some of the issues that are coming from MK veterans?
I think mainly is what they have written in their memorandum, because they talked about the issues that we have talked about, the socio-economic conditions, where they are living, where their children are, the widows, nobody taking their plight, the widows of the veterans. So those are the things that is contained in their memorandum, including what is there in the law when they were promulgating this law to be a law of the military veterans. So I think it will be around those issues, and then talk broadly in terms of the province. What did you do? What are we doing? And then I know that the Department of Human Settlement in the Free State has built some houses, even though they are houses but not occupied, because we didn't have a database of who is supposed to occupy those houses. What is the link? How do we work between ourselves and the National Office of the Military Veteran to get into a database? So I think those are the things that they will preoccupy the visit of the Deputy President, trying to clarify the database and a number of things and the socio-economic issues that we have talked about. So I think those are the things that the Deputy President, the core of the visit of the Deputy President.
And just as a last question from myself, we would have witnessed some of the scenes unraveling in Centurion where there was a hostage situation, an alleged hostage situation, because that particular case has now been dropped from the NPA's office in Pretoria. But just talk to us about the security measures that are here. Surely we cannot rule out that there might be some issues when it comes to interactions that might lead to similar situations as we've seen there. What are the security measures that are in place to ensure that something like that does not happen here?
I think we are secure enough as we are in the military base here. There's enough security, but they are not a threat. If there are issues, they will raise those issues within the context of their situation. They are not a threat, but it's just that the DP, I know that in his meeting mostly, he prefers to hold them in a military veteran. Yeah. And I asked him personally to say, when we're in Kroonstad, why DP you bring us here when we attended to the issue of the spillage to the river? And the DP said, no, we order like army. So I think it's merit to that order. So that's why he brings his meetings to the military base. So he knows that there's order, there will be an order.
Right, thank you so much. And you see, we'll leave it there for now. And you see William Bulwane just giving us a sense of what is to be expected today with a meeting between MK veterans as well as the Deputy President, who is heading a task team to sort out issues of the veterans. This time around, they are focusing on those that are from Free State. But I can tell you that in terms of that security threat I was asking about, we did see my colleague Puleli Tswiti covering the hostage situation or alleged hostage situation in Centurion. So those are some of the issues that we understand have led us to come into such an Air Force base where they'll be able to manage those security threats. But more than anything, they'll also be able to have a discussion that will take these issues forward in terms of finding solutions. All
right. Yeah, one wonders if actually all is forgotten following that so-called hostage situation. But we do know that charges were in fact dropped. Thanks a lot. That is Lindokuhle Xulu out in Bloemfontein. More news.